Hey guys, it's John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to IFYL. It's so great to have you here. It's Thursday evening, November 10th. If you're new to IFYL, you're going to see a QR code. Grab your smartphone and just point it to that QR code. Click on the yellow oval. It'll take you to my link tree. It looks something just like that. And you'll see there's John's Daily National Day video, John's recent articles, John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, of course, IFYL, and so much more stuff like John the Science Guy. And you're going to want to check that out. We start on a Saturday, we roll all the way through the week, and then we come back on an ending on a Friday, which is day 7, which is tomorrow, actually. We start a brand new master topic on the Saturday, and that's how we roll. And we have lots of insights and nuggets to help improve the quality of your life. This week, we have a great topic. We'll get to that in just a minute. But I want to thank our friends, colleagues, and wonderful associates for coming back time and time again and soaking up this great Kool-Aid and knowledge to help improve the quality of their life. It means so much to me that they drink this Kool-Aid and they believe in it. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. All right, let's get to the master topic. Is everybody ready for that master topic? Here we are. What is AVK? Auditory, visual, and kinesthetic. What do we mean by those letters? Well, we've been talking about the concept of a learning modality, right? A learning modality. So a learning modality is something that you can choose to exercise in your life. All right? And if you choose to exercise this, well, it can make your life a lot easier because if you understand how you learn, then that'll make a difference. It'll make a difference to what you do and how you do certain things. But if you didn't know what I meant by a learning modality, it's how people learn. That's really what a learning modality is. And so if you think that everybody learns the same way, well, you're mistaken because people learn in different manners. That's right, they learn in different manners. And the reason they learn in different manners is because that's just how they are as a person. And so being cognizant of that is very, very important. Knowing how they work, knowing what they do, that is very, very important. And if you know that there's something that's going a certain way or not going a certain way, then the learning modalities can actually help take you to a certain part of life. Okay? They can help you to a certain point in life. And so I think that's probably the most important thing is how that works. Because when you are understanding what a learning modality is and how it helps you, it will just transport you to a new way of life. So in life, a learning modality is nothing more than the way you transfer information from your environment to your brain. And if we embrace the way we do this, we're going to find that it's a lot easier to learn than to not learn. Right? It's a lot easier to learn than to not learn. And how does that work? Well, I think it works because when we get an understanding or an appreciation for how our body is able to do certain things, it makes us as a person get excited about something. It makes us get excited about something. And that may be something that you agree with or you don't agree with, but the truth of the matter is that you can't go through life unless you know what your learning modality is. Because if you know what they are, we've talked about this, there's different learning modalities for different things in your life. So if you're doing one thing, it's another thing. And so learning modalities, or the way we see the world with our lens, with our perception, is the key to unlocking our mind. It's the key to unlocking other people's mind. That's why I always say to you that we have to take the time to understand others. If we take the time to understand them and what they're truly about, we're going to discover some magical things, things that we didn't even know existed in our lives. Now, that might sound a little bit crazy, but it's not. Learning modalities. Learning modalities are a filter of ours that helps us perceive the world in one manner or another. Now, if we don't understand what a filter is or how a filter works, then how can we possibly understand the world? So all week we've been talking about the patterns and how, if you know what order somebody processes something: auditory, visual, kinesthetic, visual, auditory, kinesthetic, kinesthetic, visual, auditory, and vice versa. So if you understand that, then you're being cognizant of your environment. And if you are cognizant of your environment, that means you're a student that is learning, someone that is embracing the spirit of knowledge, someone that appreciates how things transpire. Now, when you do this, ladies and gentlemen, you can't be arrogant. You need to be humble. I mean, humble as you can be, because when you're humble, that is what I like to say is when the magic starts. That's when the magic starts. And if the magic started a certain way, then you're going to start to assimilate things with parts of your life. Okay? You're going to start to assimilate things. And if you can assimilate things, then I believe that your life is going to change. Now, if you think your life is just going to change on a dime because you want it to, it won't. You have to make a conscious choice to understand how you process information, okay? How you respond to information. So the auditory, the visual, and the kinesthetic, which is popular depending on what your pattern is, when you make an effort to get to know someone and how they filter the world, okay, you start to become part of their own little intimate world. This is things that most people won't take the time to do. Like your salespeople, they're not going to do this. Why? Because they're not really that well invested. I had a gentleman today. I'm not going to mention his name. He was from a large corporation, and he was working on a quote for me for something. And because he couldn't help me, he didn't even get back to me. You see, that is disrespectful. Very, very disrespectful. And so how is it that somebody is going to break bread with you, as I say, if they don't at least get to know you? So if somebody is so adamant about spending a little bit of time to know what makes you tick, and if they do it for a mischievous purpose, then it's going to backfire and bite them in the rear. People that make a choice to connect with themselves and others are genuinely good people in life. They're generally good people. But people that don't do this, the ones that are looking for that, that quick fix, they have no interest in how you or I exist. They don't care. And the reason they don't care is one reason. It's because they're selfish. They're lazy. Now, do they want to be lazy? No. But they do it because of an ego, or because they're impatient, or because they're dissatisfied with where their life is. So they figure if they would be a little bit egotistical, or more like, hey, I'm the big cheese, and they let everyone else just go to the doldrums. And I had a situation of this today, where this one person couldn't return my phone call. I had to call the company and literally get to another person, because that's how this person is. And so I have to say to myself, do I really want to work with a person like this? No. They're your typical salespeople. Somebody that's not going to allow you to get to know them is someone you don't want to even do business with. And someone that's going to not take the time to get to know you, if it's on the other foot, you're not going to want to buy from them, because they're just trying to figure out how to beat you, how to connive you, how to get you into a spot that's going to be a win for them, but not a win for you. So they may want their company to win, and they may want them to win, but they're going to forget about that 1/3 important win, and that's you as the customer. If the person is that egotistical, selfish, they're going to get burned. They're going to believe that their stuff doesn't stink. And they're just going to keep placating, because that's the world they live in. And when somebody like that can't do what they promise, you know what they do? They ignore you. They back away from you. They suddenly believe that you're not important to them. Everyone is important, whether they're buying $1 or they're buying $1 billion of stuff from you. Okay? Everyone's important. And if everyone's important, then getting to know each other is vital to your success and their success. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm John C. Morley, Sir Entrepreneur. It's been a privilege, been a pleasure, been an honor to be with you this amazing Thursday evening. I hope you'll like, love, and support my channel. Definitely tag your friends, your colleagues, and your associates, and share this out with everyone you know on social media. And then be sure, ladies and gentlemen, to go to my YouTube channel, John Space C Space MORLEY Space Serial Entrepreneur. After you've commented, of course, and click on that PayPal link and make the choice to buy my team and I a delicious cup of hot chocolate, or a refreshing beverage, or perhaps a savory dessert. Either way, we'll be grateful. Those pennies and dollars will invest them into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, even new facilities, to give you the most jaw-dropping, motivational content to empower you to have a better life. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. And remember, AVK are the keys that you need to learn about yourself, and you need to learn about everyone you interact with if you truly want to make a difference in your life and theirs. Have a good one, everyone. Take care.